Brought to you by Penguin. Cuckoo by Callie Kazumi. Read by Natalie Buscombe. I look down at her body, crumpled in an awkward heap. Dark blood pooling beneath the head. I stare at the glistening burgundy puddle and try to make myself feel something. Anything. Relief? Guilt? Regret? Fear? But strangely, and for the first time in a long time, I feel nothing at all. Does this make me a monster, or is it how shock works? She is completely still. I wonder if I should try to stem the bleeding, but even I can tell it's pointless. Her head is caved in on one side, dented almost, and she's foaming at the mouth. There is no undoing this. Oh, God. I step backwards and stagger, losing my balance. I take in the scene. Tea spilt everywhere, a dead woman, and me, in the middle of it all. Part 1. Chapter 1. 19th September 2025. Dear Diary, I'm writing this on my way into work. The tube is pretty rammed, but I managed to grab a seat. Last night I was too busy to write, but it was a wonderful evening, and I want to make sure to note down as much of it as I can, so that I can look back on the memories. Our anniversary. I picked up some celebratory Prosecco on the way home, as well as all of Noah's favourite treats. 2 juicy sirloin steaks from Sainsbury's, some potatoes, veg, and Jaffa cakes for dessert. Obviously, those were for Noah. He'll eat a whole packet in one sitting. The question is, are they a cake or a biscuit? Noah says cake because of the spongy texture, and I'm inclined to agree. I managed to put together dinner for us, with some hand-cut chips roasted with garlic and rosemary. I didn't even overcook the steaks. Medium rare, just how we both like it. I wanted it to be special. Our first big milestone together. Noah greeted me when I arrived home with a box of my favourite chocolates, which he'd wrapped in a ribbon. Bless him. I'd made the right choices too, because when he was helping me to unpack the shopping, he brought his hand to his chest and exclaimed, "Steaks and Jaffa cakes," in dramatic delight. I slapped his hand away from the Jaffas playfully before he could spoil his supper. He slipped a hand around my back, kissed the base of my neck, and said, "Happy first anniversary, my Claire." I love when he says that. My Claire. I spent all my energy focusing on him, on the dinner, on the night. I didn't want to spend one moment thinking about the other thing that happened this time last year. I wanted it to be a wonderful night, to leave the past behind me where it belonged. Noah made it easy. We spent the evening chatting away easily, always on the brink of flirtation. He put on some old-school romantic music while I cooked, Nat King Cole crooning about love, and Noah occasionally stopping me to pop a chocolate bonbon into my mouth. Cliché, but it didn't feel that way. I know if I were watching, I'd squeeze my eyes shut in a cringe, but I can't help behaving like this with him. So he fussed about me, while I seasoned and flustered over supper, sometimes pausing with a hand on the small of my back, while he got us bubbly top-ups from out of the fridge, and I caught him up on how work has been going. I didn't want to speak about work particularly, but he asked. He's been so invested in it, which I suppose makes sense, as he's the one who convinced me to apply for my new job. I've been there for 6 months now, and I have him to thank for this role. I'd probably have just stayed put otherwise. But now I'm at a small boutique PR company, and enjoying it so much. We laughed about the fact I'd been so worried about applying.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?